I started basketball because I was actually recruited, and I took it seriously after that. But before, I just did it for fun because I needed to do exercise. And then once I started and I was put into a high performance team, I improved and I fell in love with it, and here we are 5 years later. There was a defining moment when I knew that basketball was something I wanted to do. I was in a program where I did 5 a.m. trainings, and when I was able to wake up and I was excited for training, I wasn't, I have to get up. That was the moment when I was like, wow, this is something that I want to pursue. This is something I want to take on, because there was actually a boy in that program that I was doing, and his name is Jamie Hale, and he was the first person I knew to go to college, and I thought that's what I can do. So that was my moment. There's a lot of things that come together to make the commitment to basketball happen. One of them is the mental side. You have to be mentally there, mentally prepared, and it takes up a lot of time, so you have to be able to sacrifice a lot of things. Special moments with friends and family, sometimes that has to be given up, but it's all worth it in the end. There was a very large process in going to America. There was a lot of different people who you could pay to help you get there. I chose to do the process myself, which was a lot more taxing, but I mean, I had full control of my recruiting process. So I made my highlight reel myself. My dad was filming my games. I edited it, I put it on YouTube, and then I had sent out thousands of emails to all coaches and schools that I was interested in, and they reached out to me. And I had a lot of interest before COVID, and then COVID happened and it made things difficult with the extra year. So I lost a few of my scholarships, and then I just kept going, and I ended up at a junior college, which I couldn't be happier at. So I'm at Dodge City Community College, and I love it. It's the best choice. The hardest part about having to leave home was knowing that I was going to miss out on the little moments. Like the big things, like birthdays and all that sort of stuff, they're the things that I can join in on FaceTime, and it's not the same, but the little things of like watching my sister grow up and the little moments with friends and family, like that was the hardest part. But all in all, I'm glad I made the decision to go. It was a huge change adjusting to life over there. The time difference with friends and family, that was the biggest thing that made it harder. I also was injured the first week of training, so I was out, I couldn't play basketball, and it made the whole process of adjusting and trying to find normal life pretty difficult. But I think that next year when I go into it, it'll be a lot easier. A typical home game day would look like us getting up early. We'd have a shoot around 7 or 8 a.m. Then we'd go back to our dorm rooms, shower. Some girls did makeup, some girls did their hair, and we'd get ready, we'd put on music, we'd jam out in our rooms, and we'd all text, right, we're leaving. And because it was a home game, so we'd just have to walk across campus. We'd walk together, we'd have our AirPods in, thinking we're in the NBA, and just go in there, get changed, taped by the trainers, and then shoot around starts and warm up starts, and you get into it. It's a mental game by that point.
Pass goes to Georgia Gray on the left elbow. She'll square up to the basket.
In my time over in the States, I would like to achieve a degree. I'd like to work towards a degree in nursing, but ultimately my plan is to go to a 4-year school, graduate from a 4-year school, and possibly enter the WNBA draft or come back home and play WNBL. Looking back on my journey so far, my proudest moment would be achieving the goal of going to America and being able to represent my country in that sense, and making the 15-year-old Georgia proud of making it to JUCO.